Welcome to another video. This is another limit problem, but this time we're having the exponents being fractions. And I know that fractions just tend to throw people away. Now, don't be thrown away. Whenever you have an expression like this and you're supposed to take a limit and it's finite, well, just quickly go plug it in. If we plug in 64, this is going to be the cube root of 64, which is 4. So we have 4 minus 4. That's 0. Under is going to be square root of 64. That's 8. 8 minus 8 gives us 0. So it's another indeterminate form of the form 0 over 0. So what we have here is of indeterminate form 0 over 0. And we cannot have 0 over 0 when we do any kind of math. Okay? So now, if you want to use L'Hopital's rule, go ahead if you know what to do and if you're allowed to use that. But if you cannot use L'Hopital's rule, you have to know the algebra. And that's why you're watching this video. I have a trick to teach you. Whenever you have just rational exponents scattered everywhere, if you want to get rid of all of them at the same time, you just have to look for the least common denominator of all the rational exponents in your expression. I promise you, you'll be able to get rid of them, and now you start dealing with exponents, actual exponents, integer exponents rather than fractions. So what you're going to do is, I have 1/3 and I have 1/2. What will be the least common denominator if I was to add them, or if I multiplied them, what would be the denominator? It's 6. So you're going to have an expression like 1 over 6. Okay? So what you should do is do this, what I call my u substitution. In this case, I'm going to say let u be equal to x to the 1 over 6. Where did I get my 1 over 6 from? I know I need 6 in the denominator because this is 2 and this is 3, and the least common multiple of 2 and 3 is 6. So that's why I'm making this choice. It's always smart to do that. You're going to get rid of all the problems of fractions. So now if I have this, can I make this adjustment? So what's going to happen to u? As x goes to 64, where is u going? When this becomes 64, what is the sixth root of 64? Well, it's going to be 2. Remember, 2 raised to power 6 is going to give you, okay, u is going to go to, let's say, 64 raised to power 1 over 6, which is equal to 2 raised to power 6 raised to power 1 over 6, which is equal to 2. So we can clearly change this limit and say this is the limit as u goes to 2. We have changed it, no more x. And then what we called x to the 1/3, remember we said u, okay, here we can come back here. It's always safe to do that. What will x be? If you raise both to power 6, you now have u to the 6th power is equal to x. So wherever we see x in the actual problem, we replace it with u raised to power 6. So we're going to have the limit as u raised to power 6 is raised to power 1/3 minus 4 divided by u raised to power 6 raised to power 1/2 minus 8. So the problem has been rewritten and now we can deal with this easily. Let's continue this exercise here. So this will be equal to the limit as u goes to 2. Okay, we got our 2 from this modification here, and then this is going to be u to the half, that's u squared minus 4 over, what would this be? U to the 3rd, okay, u cubed minus 8. Now you see that the problem is solved because now we have difference of 2 squares on top, and under we have the difference of 2 cubes because this is a cube, this is 2 to the 3rd, this is 2 squared. So this is going to be the limit as u goes to 2 of u minus u squared minus 2 squared over u cubed minus 2 cubed, which is equal to the limit as u goes to 2 of u minus 2 u plus 2. and under it's going to be u minus 2. Well, remember you have to know how to find the difference of two cubes. It's going to be u minus 2, then it's going to be u squared plus u times 2, which is 2u, plus 2 squared. Okay, now if you've forgotten how to do this, this is one of the things you need to memorize from your algebra 2 or pre-calculus. You have to know how to do difference of two cubes. Okay, now let's go on. Now this can cancel this out so that you have the limit as u goes to 2. This cancels this out, so you have u plus 2 divided by u squared plus 2u plus 2 squared. What is 2 squared? That's 4. So now, let's take the limit. When u is 2, you put 2 here. That's 2 plus 2, that's 4. Divided by, this is going to be 2 squared, which is 4, plus 2 times 2 is 4, plus 4. This is 4 over 12, which is equal to 1 over 3. So the answer to this question is 1/3. Never stop learning. Those who stop learning have stopped living. Bye-bye.